Hi guys!
Hi!
Hey Brennan!
Hi.
So it is the day after Christmas today and we came to Disney Springs for this. We're gonna be trying to watch The Rise of Skywalker, hopefully. It came out a little bit more than a week ago. It's a very popular movie. We came kind of during a matinee time. We'll see if they have show times. If not, it'll be kind of awkward, but we'll still kind of have a day at Disney Springs and have some lunch. Are you ready?
Ready!
Let's do it. Okay, so we just got our tickets for Rise of Skywalker.
Yay!
And check out this cool, like, it's not a red carpet, but this really fancy entrance into the theater with all of the posters and the characters. So we're gonna come back in about 2 hours for this, but that means we got to go do something for about 2 hours, probably some lunch. Okay, so I think we are gonna make our way over to the Wolfgang Puck Express restaurant because we have not been there in a while, and it's a place that we've been meaning to come back to. So it's just gonna get complicated to navigate these crowds, so it was probably best to just decide on a place and commit to it and go to it. These are the day after Christmas crowds right here. Woo. Okay, so we made it over to Paddlefish. I guess we didn't really help ourselves by choosing the restaurant that's the farthest point away from where we started. I definitely do think it's gonna be worth it to eat there because the only other time that we have, it was really fantastic and just very different from everything else that Disney Springs has, and it's very affordable as well. We just kind of have to deal with all these crowds, which it's not as much busy, I guess, as it is just kind of slow moving. Brennan and I have the advantage of coming here very often, so we know exactly where we're going and how to get there. But everybody else is just kind of meandering around, kind of slowly poking, which not to say obviously that you can't come to Disney Springs and take your time and walk around and take in all the sights, especially considering most of these people were probably at the parks yesterday on Christmas, which was crazy busy, so they'd want to get away from that kind of hectic craziness. So they're taking their time, so that's okay. But Wolfgang is pretty much right up here, I think. We're almost there. And here we are. This is Wolfgang Puck Express. This is right next to Earl of Sandwich, right over there. What did I have last time? Didn't I have like meatloaf or something?
Yeah. Yeah, you had the meatloaf sandwich.
Yeah.
And I had the ravioli.
That's right. Man, this all looks so good. Okay, so we are inside Wolfgang Puck. Hi there, Vernon. And we have our food. What did you get there?
I got the pesto and goat cheese pizza.
That sounds really good. And then I got this bacon wrapped meatloaf. I think I got this as a sandwich last time. I don't really remember, but it was very good. So I kind of got it again. And I think this was like $18 or so. And how much was that? Do you remember?
I think it was like 13.
Yeah, definitely pretty reasonable. That's very comparable with what you can get over at Blaze for almost the same price.
Yeah.
And this I know at other restaurants would be upwards of like $20, $30. So I'm excited for this. Is it hot?
It's hot, look.
Yeah? Could you replicate this over at Blaze if you wanted to? Or is there something about this that you think you could only get here?
The crust is definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with the high-rise crust at Blaze, this is still a little bit thicker, which I like.
Yeah? I mean, it looks really good. Mm-hmm. So this is on a bed of mashed potatoes. Wow, that cut really easily. Okay.
Meatloaf.
Look at us doing pretentious food reviews. Brennan, we've come so far.
I mean, so far I just took one bite, so I don't think that's very pretentious. Does it taste comforting?
Mm-hmm. Man, I want to eat that every time. And we just finished up at Wolfgang Puck. What was the consensus on your end? Was it good?
It was good.
It was fantastic for me. That was phenomenal. I know, man. I want to go back and I want to get that again. But I think now we're gonna head over to DTEC to kind of see if they have any more iPhone cases.
Yeah.
For the for this one, the iPhone 11, because they had kind of a limited amount the last time that I was here. I think that they've come out with a few others recently, so we'll see if I can get something that's a little bit different than this one. This one was kind of a placeholder from the get-go. Way over there is the tree trail, which is probably pretty busy right now, although maybe not at the same time, because while we were in Wolfgang, it started raining for like 3 minutes. It poured down rain, and then it was over. You can kind of see that the ground's kind of like wet. Yeah, Florida, right? Okay, heading inside the marketplace right over here. So they definitely have a lot more options this time around, and I like a lot of these choices here. They have a lot of the Mandalorian stuff on here right now. They have animated movie references, they have park references, character references. I don't know, I'm leaning towards a couple of them. Like, look at this one, isn't that one just kind of nice and simplistic? I like that one a lot. We'll see. We'll see if I find one that I really like and that I want to get. Okay, we just left the Marketplace Co-op and now we are heading back over to the AMC to go watch The Rise of Skywalker. I actually did end up getting a new phone case, so I'll show you which one I got here in just a little bit. Now we just have to kind of navigate the crowds to get back over there. It's a little bit interesting today at Disney Springs because it is the day after Christmas. They're still playing Christmas music kind of like in the atmosphere, but then in the individual stores they're playing, you know, the top 40 hits again. So it's like still Christmas, but then it's also not. Christmas is over. The decorations are all still up though. One thing that we were thinking about looking into today was the Stitches holiday gift hunt that I did. Was that last year? I think it was.
I think so, because that was when I was doing the thing at Paddlefish.
Yeah, you did something with Attractions Magazine over at Paddlefish. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I wanted to check if they were still doing it this year, if they were doing it again. We didn't really get the chance to check, but I haven't really seen any like little Stitch cutouts anywhere, so I don't know if they're doing it this year. I thought I saw online that they were. I don't know, but we're gonna go watch the movie today. That's what we're here to do. Okay, so we made it back over to the AMC. This is at least the dining side of it. There's Disney style. I want to come over here and take a quick picture with this sign over here. It's not really a sign, it's just kind of like a cool photo op. You can see Kylo and Rey dueling. Cool. Okay, so we just turned the corner after taking that really fun picture. Now we're heading again back over to AMC. There are some food trucks right over here that we passed by on the way over to Wolfgang Puck, and I think we're gonna stop by there on the way back to pick up my phone case after the movie because there's some cookie dough over there that we want to get. Okay, so made it back to the AMC, walking down the, what would you call this? The black carpet, because it's not a red carpet, but the Star Wars carpet, but we're gonna go see the movie, hooray! And we did it. 3 hours later, we just completed The Rise of Skywalker, and I have so many feelings and questions, but ultimately, big thumbs up. That was fun. So now we're outside. In addition to this kind of photo op over there, there's kind of a photo op right over there as well. And now we're kind of walking down this really narrow path we walked down earlier to go, I think, get our cookie dough right over here. So this is the cookie dough food truck, and there's a few more food trucks over here as well. But this is what we got here, which is the mini dessert taco, which comes with peanut butter and fluff cookie dough, caramel sauce, whipped cream, and a cherry with a mini taco. So that looks pretty cool. I wonder if these are like white chocolate balls on the side.
Maybe. I'm not sure how to eat it.
Right? It looks really good. This was what, $7? Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Cheers. Whoa, peanut buttery. So we finished up with that taco, which was fantastic, and now we are inside Starbucks because Brennan wants herself a little bit of a refresher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been in this Starbucks, like ever. Okay. And what'd you get there, Miss Brennan?
A strawberry refresher.
That looks really nice. And you also got, they spelled your name right.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then you got this refillable cup.
Yes.
Okay, so now we just have to make it back across Disney Springs to go pick up my new phone case, which has been ready for like 4 hours now, probably. And then we'll be heading back to the car to head back to the apartment. Okay, we made it over to the Rainforest Cafe, which sounds like it's about to erupt, but we have to head right over there to the Marketplace Co-op to pick up my phone and hopefully get out of here before it gets too busy. Let's see if it starts erupting here in a second. Whoa! Nice. Pretty cool. Oh, but wow, dude. A bunch of people gather to watch this happen. And somehow we made it through the thicket of people over to the Marketplace Co-op. Time to pick up my, what did I buy? Oh, a phone case. Okay, so here it is. This is my new phone case that I just got from D-Tech. It has a light blue background with some retro character designs on there with the Magic Kingdom in the background. It says Walt Disney World, Florida, but I gotta tell you what, it's off-center, and I'm probably an outlier when it comes to this, but that keeps happening at D-Tech for some reason where it's just so slightly off-center, and it bothers me. I don't know if that's just me specifically, and I'm probably just kind of whining about it at this point, but just that it's just that off-center. I don't know, it it messes with my head, but at least I have a new phone case. I do like it, and just wish it was thinner. So now we're in the world of Disney Store. Brennan, do you think that I'm whining too much about this? Should I just accept it as a cheap phone case?
I don't know. This is the second case that you bought where it's come off center.
Yeah, it's so minor, but it's just one of those things, you know?
Yeah, it's so small. Like, the smaller of a problem it is, the more, like, the bigger of the annoyance that it causes. I don't know.
I was really kind of thinking about going to Universal and getting a phone case over there, so maybe I'll go to one of those.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like, once I'm done with my Mossy Wall, I think I might go to Universal and
Yeah, because they have these kind of like phone dispensers over there,
Yeah.
and we could probably find something for the same price over there. Also, isn't this cute? They have like a line of sleeping characters. There's Eeyore, there's Winnie the Pooh. It's so cute. There's Minnie Mouse and Dumbo and Pluto over here, and probably Mickey somewhere. Okay, but are you ready to head back to the car? Okay, and we finally made it back around the entirety of Disney Springs back to the orange garage. So we're hopping in the car and heading home. Okay, so we made it back to the car. We're actually gonna make a stop by Publix, I think, real quick to get some cream so we can make some ice cream from my homemade Hershey's ice cream maker. And then we'll go home and we'll do that, and then we'll kind of talk about Rise of Skywalker and what we thought about it without any spoilers, of course. But ultimately, I did like it. Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Cool. Let's go to the store. Okay, so we made it back home after pretty much an hour just trying to get out of the parking lot of Disney Springs. It is very busy this time of year.
Yeah.
But we did it. We made it to the store, and now we have our lightsabers because we're going to be talking about the Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, good. Those are getting loud and annoying.
They were. Without any spoilers, hopefully.
Oh no, Calvin chose the dark side.
Oh no! Calvin's running around right now, trying to... he's sniffing the red and the blue lightsabers, trying to decide his...
destiny.
Yes, his destiny. But before we make the Hershey's ice cream, we have the ingredients for it. We wanted to, again, just like I said, we wanted to go over what we thought about Rise of Skywalker, and I thought it was just good. I thought it, well, not that it was just good, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
I think it concluded the story and did a pretty good job of doing it with still a reasonable amount of surprises and twists and action and adventure and romance a little bit. And I don't know, what you think?
I thought overall, I think the story finished off well. There was a few things in there that I was just kind of like why? Like the kiss, I could have done without the kiss. I'm like, that was unnecessary.
Whoops, dropped my lightsaber.
Oh my god.
Well, we're trying to avoid spoilers, so we're not going to say who kissed, but there was a kiss, and it was a little bit awkward. I don't think it was really built up to be realized in the way that it was. That's just kind of like our opinion, but if we go back and rewatch it, we may think differently. I don't know. That's been a consensus that I've heard a lot about this movie, is that with like multiple people rewatching it, Farley is, or Calvin, I keep forgetting the name of my cats. Calvin's just meowing at my Kylo Ren lightsaber.
Overall, I thought it was a really good movie. I was super into it. I feel like this was the most that I felt like I was in the know of the Star Wars movies. Like, there wasn't a lot of like reaching for like, oh crap, where did this like connect in the previous movies? Because I don't know. I felt like I was really into this movie without any issues storyline wise, so I liked it, and I'm curious to see like what all the negative reviews were about, because I've been trying to avoid spoilers myself, so I want to now go back and see like what about it people didn't like.
I think it has a lot to do with the fact that J.J. Abrams like directed the first one, and then now he directed this one, so there was like a lot that he started and he introduced that he was able to kind of conclude and tie up at the end. But I want to watch it again, and I want to watch this like trilogy in its entirety, kind of from start to finish, and then just kind of appreciate this story as it is, comparatively to the original trilogy and then the prequels, which are kind of standalone, you know. But it's all the entire Skywalker saga. I don't know. I thought it was fun. It was a good trip to the movies, and I'm glad that we finally watched it. So now we can partake in the conversation about the movie and not get too spoiled about it. But
yeah,
let's make some ice cream. There's a segue, right?
Yeah. Cream.
Okay, so I have laid out everything that we're going to be needing for the ice cream. I found out that we actually don't need this Hershey's bar because...
use it for decoration.
I guess so, like a garnish on top, because you need some syrup, you need some whipping cream, and some milk. and some crushed ice, and then a little bit of salt, which this we actually took from this, our new spice rack. Hooray! So it's already being useful.
Fulfilled the purpose.
Okay, so I believe that right off the bat we need to fill this about halfway with some crushed ice right over here. Then we need to put some salt on top of it, and then some more ice. Yeah.
Scoopy.
And then some more salt, I think. And then we can start adding the rest of the ingredients once we kind of assemble the ice cream maker. This is gonna look like that. Okay, so now this is filled with crushed ice. We're trying to do this before it melts. And now Brennan is adding in the salt on top of it. And while she's finishing that up, I'm gonna start assembling this. Because I have to assemble this with, well actually no, I need this to be able to assemble this. So I can't do that while you're doing that. Okay, so now we're gonna, I guess, put this in here. Hold on, give us a second. Okay, so now the lid is on there nice and firm. Putting this in on this side, and I'm gonna put this down into the rig. Gonna snaps right there in place. Okay, so place the assembled ice tank into the ice cream maker and push down on the spindle and handle support to lock the tank in position. Now I'm gonna add the handle right over here on this side. Okay, then I think I kind of close this, and then I can add this right here. Kind of figuring this out as we go. Now this is going to be the dispenser for the ice cream, I'm pretty positive. Okay, so now we are making our ice cream mixture. We have a little cup right there underneath the dispenser, and how this works is once we have our mixture, this just kind of gets poured back into here, and then I'm pretty sure we kind of crank it, and then we have our ice cream. So it's going to be 1/4 cup of this heavy mixture, heavy whipping cream, sorry, and then 1/4 cup of milk. And now finally 2 tablespoons. Teaspoons. I wish it was tablespoons.
I'm saying we could have added it to taste.
Hershey's syrup. Well, let's just follow the recipe first, and then we'll kind of maybe backtrack and be like, oh no, needs more chocolate. Okay, so we're nearing the end of this. This was actually pretty easy and pretty quick. Now we're just going to pour the ice cream mixture through the hole on the lid and then turn the handle clockwise for about 3 minutes. So
Are you gonna commit to that?
I guess so. This is interesting. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. Now we have to adjust the spout to kind of put it up flush against this cylinder here. And now Brennan's gonna close it, and now we go counterclockwise.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
Oh my god!
There's some ice cream right there. That does not look like the picture. I think ideally it's supposed to, you know, kind of cascade into the cup. Down
Maybe
there.
we just did it for too long?
I don't know. I'm just gonna push it down. Yeah, just cup it out of there. What the heck? Oh no! This is something. Wow, this makes a mess.
This is a disaster, but it's a fun disaster.
Alright, so there it is. Brennan's gonna do the taste test to see what it tastes like.
Whoa!
Oh no.
It just tastes like salt.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it bad?
It's...
Be honest.
I think it could have used a little bit more chocolate.
So we made a little discovery. That was the spoon that Brennan used to pack the salt in when we were mixing it with the crushed ice. So it tasted salty because there was salt on the spoon.
Yeah.
But after we mixed it all together, it actually tasted really good.
It could have benefited for a little bit more sweet. It was kind of like a bitter tasting
we
ice
could
cream.
have like drizzled some more like syrup on top, or maybe like crushed up some of the actual Hershey's chocolate bar and put it on there. It made an absolute mess. It spilled everywhere and leaked all over the table, so we're gonna have to clean that up, and that's gonna be fun. But ultimately I think this was kind of a win for like a quick 10-minute ice cream making experience, which I've never done before.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, and we can use it to make other ice creams too that aren't limited to chocolate. I think we just gotta put the ice in there and the salt, and then just kind of whatever we want to make, we can make ice cream now. So that's gonna be fun, right? Mm-hmm. But thank you for coming with us today to go to Disney Springs, to watch The Rise of Skywalker, to grab some lunch at Wolfgang Puck Express, putting up with those crowds, getting a new phone, which is a little bit off center, but I'll deal with it, I hope, at some point. and then coming back home and making some ice cream. It was a fun day, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Have a good day, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.